Pride Month to me just means accepting everybody for who they are, no matter who they choose to be or who they choose to love.
Friends and family members who are members of the LGBTQ community, and so it is personal to me.
Love circumventing hate
is very important to me, I think, just because I'm a member of the community.
At the end of the day, I just believe that everyone was created equal.
Well, Pride Month and participation in Pride Month events, to me, reminds me that I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I was raised by a mother and a father who instilled in me and my sister and my brothers the need to let people be themselves.
I participate in Pride for probably two main groups of people. The first group being those that came before me, paying my respects, thankful for them. The bravery and tenacity that they had to live their lives out in their truest form has made my current life possible. And I would say the other group would be my colleagues and the friends that I work with. That every day they show me kindness and allow me to show up in my truest form with a little bit of less hesitancy every day.
It's also such an important statement of support to this community to come out and show yourself during this month.
You know, our chairman, Clay Bennett, says all the time, when you wake up in the morning and do the right thing. And that's just something that my family and this organization believe in. And we're going to do whatever we can to try and show that support.
An organization doesn't have to be labeled super progressive just for them to make an inclusive workspace.
Having the Thunder march in the OKC Pride Parade was probably a top 3 moment for me working for the organization. I know we just see it as 20 minutes of going up and down the road, but those I talked to in the queer community who saw us, they said it meant a lot. Because it's easy to be quiet, it's a lot harder to be loud, and just even walking in the parade is a statement.
I have very, very close people that have come out as bisexual and gay, and it's something that has made me, as an adult, try to educate myself as much as possible to make sure that I'm up to date on everything possible, in the community itself, because A, I care about them, and B, I want to make sure that I can be the best ally that I can be.
Again, I've been here for a little less than a year. Even just doing things like this right now and talking about this is great to see that the organization that I'm a part of supports that. For me, June is kind of it's a really great time. It's I kind of hit on different months, obviously, throughout the season in terms of, Women's History Month or Black History Month. But I think, but Pride, I think for me has always been a special, even more special one, I think, just because of what that is and how that's in society. And it kind of just allows me to almost breathe easy a little bit.
One thing that has really affected me is I'm Jewish, and I had an experience when I was 16 years old. I had some anti-Semitic views that were put toward me, and I promised that day to myself, no one else around me, sitting in a room, dark room, I said to myself, I will never do that. I will never not try and treat someone equally because of their belief or their skin color or their gender. And from that day on, I've really tried hard just to simply do the right thing.
This last year, my daughter, Kieran, who is 28, came out as bisexual. And when she told me about it, she did it without hesitation because she knew I would fully embrace it. And it's all about love. It's not about judgment. It's not about fear of being different or whatever people might place upon that discussion. It's about love. And she knew that I would fully embrace it. She also told me that her boyfriend, Nigel, is trans. And she also knew that there was no hesitation or trepidation of telling me that because she knew that I would fully embrace that. And if she loves him, I love him. But the interesting thing is, in a recent discussion with a friend about some of the transgender issues, and the friend, not coming from a place of disrespect or opposition, asked, "How do you feel about that?" to me. Well, I said, obviously, I love my daughter. I embrace it. I think it's terrific. If she's happy, that's all that matters to me. But afterwards, I kind of thought, I want to live in a world where that question doesn't come up. How do you feel about that? Because that's where we should be. We shouldn't be about judgment and fear of negative repercussions or anything else. It should be about love. It should be about the freedom to be yourself, to be authentic to who you really are. So I hope that we reach the point, at some point, that we're not asking, how do you feel about that?
Somebody may not approve of who you love. And we're not talking about, like, my mom wasn't thrilled with my husband, 30 years ago or whatever. It's not that. It's like you could lose your job because of it. You could lose your life because of it. You could be ostracized because of that.
And it's just refreshing to know that I'm safe here and that I can live the life that I am and still have a professional career. There's not a fear that my success will be capped because of my personal life. And that's a big fear for a lot of queer gay people, that they have to keep it separate.
I have great admiration for those that are brave to come forward, to come out and be themselves. And I support that as an American, really, because it truly reflects the idea of freedom, and freedom from persecution, and the freedom to be yourself. And so I am proud that the organization respects that. I'm certainly proud of myself and my family that we respect that.
Regardless of what side of the line you stand on or what your stance is, or all we're really searching for is this admirable trait of kindness towards others. Even if your life doesn't mirror the exact same lifestyle as someone else, we're all just looking for the simple and decent trait of kindness. That's what we seek.